You gave me this.
Glitter rock vampire, huh?
I didn't mean that, I'm
sorry.
sorry.
I can work with that.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 unscripted teen drama moments that were kept in the show.
That's what you get for punching a river of ice.
But can you say it twice?
Today we're putting the spotlight on some of our favorite teen dramas, and the unplanned moments that made good scenes into unforgettable ones. Which unscripted edition is your favorite? Tell us about it in the comments. Number 10. Glitter Rock Vampire, Glee. Of all the supporting characters who rotated on and off Glee, Adam Lambert's Elliot is one of our favorites, though Blaine did not originally share that opinion.
I may not be a cool steampunk glitter rock vampire with like tats and guy liner, but you know what? I love Kurt. I love him. He's my fiance, not yours. So back off.
Despite the open hostility in his own home, Elliot doesn't take the bait. Instead, he urges Blaine to talk it out and responds with compassion and sound advice.
I just want to make it real. And the more I try,
The more it pushes him away. Well, maybe you should stop trying.
It's a nice moment that only gets better when Elliot invites Blaine to jam for a while. Guitar in hand, Darren Criss came up with the song on the spot.
Glitter rock vampire, gonna bite you, gonna bite you, gonna bite you.
It's a pleasure to see two such talented musicians riffing off of each other. We only wish we could have gotten a full version of Glitter Rock Vampire, because that sounds like a sure hit. Number 9. Skin in the Game, Skins. Screen fighting is tricky. All the safety measures and preparation in the world can go right out the window when a performer gets really into a scene.
It was a girl.
You've been fighting with a girl? That's not very ladylike.
Catherine Prescott's Emily had been having a stressful time in her own right leading up to the college ball. A girl would think that she could count on family, but she has the misfortune of discovering that isn't necessarily the case.
Need to blab about JJ. You just loved doing it, didn't you, Katie Kim? She deserved it!
What did I deserve, Katie?
The fight that ensues is visceral and savage. When Giles Thomas as Doug tried to intervene, as scripted, Prescott accidentally hit him for real. In the chaos, he stepped on twin Megan Prescott's foot as he fell. The emotion on her face might have been less about the scene and more about the bruising. Number 8. A Helping Hand, Riverdale. We'll say this for Riverdale. This show never does anything halfway. The commitment to dramatic moments is even reflected in their cast members.
Cheryl, stop! Cheryl! What are you doing? The ice. He's right. Too much weight, and we'll all go under.
When Cheryl's grief takes her to the frozen Sweetwater River, she drops through the ice. Archie and the gang come rushing to the rescue.
She's here! She's here!
Archie, be careful!
Notice that brief pause? It's not subtle acting. KJ Appa actually broke his hand while punching through the surface. Between the cold and the adrenaline of shooting, Appa didn't realize he'd seriously hurt himself at first. He carried on filming the scene as if nothing had happened and didn't even mention it to his co-stars. We can see the damage to his hand on screen, and the cast he wears later was 100% real.
That's what you get for punching a river of ice.
Number 7. Working Up a Sweat, Stranger Things. This show has given us its fair share of creepy moments, but it's at its most unnerving when the monster uses a human face. With the possessed Billy trapped in a sauna, the party learns the hard way that his flayed status comes with some other features.
He can't get out, can he?
No way. No way.
Even Eleven looks like she might not be a match for him at first. Of course, when he threatens Mike, she finds her second wind. Although special effects were obviously a big part of this scene, filming it was apparently as exhausting for Millie Bobby Brown as it was for her character. Her backwards collapse was an unplanned natural reaction. Acting might seem glamorous, but this just goes to show what a tough job it can be. Number 6. Stuck in an Elevator, Glee. Of all the ludicrous things Sue has ever done, trying to force a romantic reunion between Kurt and Blaine by trapping them together was definitely one of the craziest.
Don't fight the claim romance. The choice is yours.
The two try to make the best of the weird situation though. While the scenario was scripted, the dialogue was mostly improvised by Darren Criss and Chris Colfer.
Oh, okay. This is a creamy pasta dish, and that we said that if we ever had a celebrity child, this is what we would name it.
Fettuccine Alfredo.
Yes.
I always like that name.
Yeah.
Alfredo.
The two actors appear to have a strong relationship off screen, and their easy exchange in this scene brings it to life for their characters as well. With an organic quality to the conversation, we get to see the connection between Kurt and Blaine as friends and not just as lovers.
Hot chocolate. That would be your ironic
Good one.
name.
Good job.
You would be MC Hot Chocolate.
MC Hot Chocolate. Oh, the life I never lived.
What a tragedy. You're in the wrong profession. What are you, a teacher now?
Yeah.
It's the kind of thing that makes an on-screen romance feel real and worthy of preserving. Number 5. Can you say it twice? Gossip Girl. This show knew how to delay gratification, but oh how sweet it was when it finally arrived. Though Blair had all but given up on Chuck, when he appeared on the New York sidewalk with luxury goods in hand, it was to give us all the gift we'd really been waiting for.
That's it?
I love you too.
After a roller coaster ride of a build-up, just hearing the words was a reason to celebrate. And when prompted, Ed Westwick was certainly willing to make up for the previous deprivation.
No, I'm serious, say it twice.
Though another line had been planned for the scene, this improvised moment was so sweet that there was no way to leave it out. Not that the original line wasn't cute too. It eventually appeared in season 3.
You say that, but I know you. You're Chuck Bass.
I'm not Chuck Bass without you.
Number 4. Crackers for You. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Willow is one lucky girl when it comes to love. Though we will always adore her relationship with Tara, we have a special place in our hearts for her first love, Oz. After all, who else could turn a box of animal crackers into a romantic segue?
The monkey's the only cookie animal that gets to wear clothes, you know that? You have the sweetest smile I've ever seen.
There's no denying that Seth Green and Allison Hannigan had amazing chemistry together. Green's continued ad-libs make the rapport between their characters feel that much more special.
The hippo going, hey man, where are my pants? I have my hippo dignity. And you know, the monkey's just, I mock you with my monkey pants. And then there's a big coup in the zoo.
He shows us again that Oz is a gentle soul who knows exactly how to put Willow at ease. It was also a chance for him to bring his own sense of humor to the table and even teach us some fun facts.
The monkey is French?
All monkeys are French, you didn't know that?
No.
Number 3. Words from the Heart. High School Musical, the series. What would a teen romance be without the big confession? Having closed the school musical, Ricky realizes that it's now or never if he wants his showmance with Nene to become the real thing. And he doesn't hold back.
I love you. I've loved you since the first time you picked up your ukulele.
Naturally, this was always the season's endgame, but the emotional outpouring was ad-libbed by actor Joshua Bassett. He gets impressively specific, adding personal touches and endearing anecdotes that make this relationship feel deeper than fiction.
I've loved you since 7th grade, when I made you ride in the front row of Demon's Destiny at Six Flags. And you told me you sometimes get a little seasick on roller coasters. And I said, come on, live a little.
I remember.
Not knowing what he would say beforehand, scene partner Olivia Rodrigo was able to give an equally effective and authentic performance in response. Of course, we all know what has to happen next.
You know in musicals when people burst into song when they've run out of things to say?
Yeah?
Sometimes it's easier to just kiss.
Yeah?
Number 2. A Fond Farewell, One Tree Hill. By the time we said goodbye to Tree Hill, we had all been on quite a ride. The 9 seasons of the show didn't just represent a journey for the characters, but a major formative event for the cast members.
You somewhere down memory lane?
Yeah.
Good. Stay there and tell me what I should remember about this place. What made it so special?
Actress Sophia Bush didn't even need a script to put her farewell into words. In character as Brooke, her improvised tribute to the high school is heartfelt and nostalgic.
This is where it all happened for the first time. The heartache and the happiness. All of it.
It only becomes more touching when we remember that Bush is speaking as much about her own experiences as she is about Brooke's.
But this is good. It's all still right here.
As we see the actress ending a major chapter in her life, it's moving to see that it meant as much to her as it did to her fans. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. The Sandwich, Sex Education. Actress Amy Lou Wood kept her priorities straight with this improv.
Good, because smoking is definitely not vegan.
Mom.
Horrified Giles, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Anthony Stewart Head's slapstick impulses made this moment 1,000 times funnier.
Feel up to some training?
Sure, we can work it after school. You know, if you're not too busy having sex with my mother.
Sealed with a Kiss, Riverdale. This on-set edition is also a nod to the original musical. Double entendre, Stranger Things. Natalia Dyer almost breaks when Brett Gelman goes off script.
How was the pullout?
Sorry?
The sofa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was good.
I bet.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Family Feud, Euphoria. In a series built around tackling disturbing topics, this scene strikes a troubling chord. That is in no small part due to the talents of Zendaya and Nika King. The script simply contained the line, "Rue and her mom fight." The raw and brutal conflict that we see on screen was improvised to life by the two actors. They give us a look at the physical and emotional violence of addiction that is honestly difficult to watch. The effect is only compounded by the bright soundtrack and the intercut scenes of the family singing together in the car. With very little dialogue, this moment manages to paint a vivid picture of the wide-reaching damage that substance abuse can inflict.
Rue. Love you. Love you too.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.